Welcome back. This is Chili Davis, and I'm back to another video. I'd like to welcome back all my subscribers and all my new viewers. This is a channel where we talk about my top stocks. We also talk about passive income through dividend stocks and personal finance. If you're new, please click the subscribe button and click the notification bell to get my frequent updates. Well, we're on the Chili Davis channel, and today we're going to talk about the stock market. The stock market traded sideways for the most part in the red today. And then late after hours, it got going. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the Robinhood portfolio for the day. Okay, here we are in the Robinhood portfolio, and we were up today 1.25% for a gain of $25. But as you can see, for the most part, as the day started, we were in the red. We were in the red 1.5% most of the day, and then late after hours or close to after hours, the market spiked up and we gained 1.5%. Okay, so the market trades sideways, and then after hours it took off. Okay, so we had a couple of stocks leading the way. We did have Amazon shares up today 1.91%. We had several stocks pick up after hours, and that stock was Nvidia. Okay, so Nvidia shares after hours surged over 27.88%. Nvidia shares, the artificial intelligence stock led by Jason Wong, led the market after hours and gained 27% after the earnings call. So it was excellent information. They beat on the top and the bottom on revenue, and they also gave a pretty good forecast heading into the next 3 quarters. Okay, so Jason Wong surprised analyst investors. Now let's take a quick look at CNBC. It says Nvidia share spiked 26% on huge forecast beaten driven by AI chip demand. Nvidia reported first quarter earnings for the fiscal 2024 on Wednesday with a stronger than expected forecast that drove shares up 26% in extended trading. Jason Wong, CEO of Nvidia, said the company was seeing surging demand for its data center products. Okay, so Nvidia reported first quarter earnings, and the share spiked, and the earnings per share was estimated $1.09 versus 92 cents, and revenue was 7.19 billion versus 6.52 billion dollars. Okay, so Wall Street expected 92 cents per earnings per share, and they blew it out $1.09 per share. And as far as revenue, $7.19 billion. Okay, so that was Jason Wong, CEO at an event, and talking about the new chip that will help for generative AI. Okay, so that was the greatest news today after hours. Nvidia shares spiking up over 27%. Okay, so in my position, my portfolio, I'm up a little over 55% in the Robinhood on my Nvidia shares there. Okay, so that was the top stock of the day, 27% by Nvidia. Again, for the most part, the market was weighed on by the debt ceiling debate in Washington. So we go to CNBC, we'll notice that says here Fitch put United States AAA rating on negative watch, citing the debt ceiling fight. Okay, so there hasn't been much debt ceiling movement on the deal. McCarthy and Biden have still not been able to pass a debt ceiling deal. And so it looks like Fitch, the major rating agency, is putting the United States credit on AAA rating, putting it on negative watch. Okay, if the debt ceiling does not get signed and does not get raised, then the stock market itself could fall 10%. Okay, So that's the news. Fitch putting the United States on AAA on negative watch. Okay, so that's what sunk the market for most of the day. Had most stocks in the red. But as I mentioned, we did have Nvidia, Amazon, and several other stocks lift us out of the red for the most part. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the Robinhood. Okay, and the Robinhood, again, it wasn't up as much today. Up only 0.91%, so barely 1% for a gain of $320. Okay, again, the top stock of the day was Nvidia. Nvidia shares were up over 24% for a gain of over $295. Second place was AMD, Advanced Micro Device, for a gain of $150. Microsoft, another artificial intelligence company that's working closely with Nvidia as well, was up 1.19%. And as I mentioned earlier, Amazon shares were up 1.91%, almost 2% today. Also, remember, Amazon has an artificial intelligence language modeling program as well called Bedrock. Okay, so several tech stocks were up today, but the dark cloud weighed over the market as there hasn't been a debt ceiling deal between Republicans and Democrats. Mr. McCarthy and Joe Biden have not been able to sign a deal in the Senate. Now, in the House, there has a partial deal been made, but nobody in the Senate has made a deal. So we're hoping the deal gets signed on Friday and we can go into the holiday weekend. But right now, the market is, not knowing or not whether we're going to get the country's AAA rated credit should fall. Okay, so let's take a look at some opportunities. In the red today, we had Ford. Ford Motor Company was down 3.15%. Tesla shares were down slightly, 0.33%. AMT, American Tower, which pays a dividend, was down 2.53%. And ticker symbol ChargePoint. ChargePoint, you remember, rallied the last couple of days, couple percent. Again, ChargePoint was down today 1.53%. Again, remember, a lot of the small cap stocks have not been able to break out. Okay, it's been mostly mega tech stocks such as Tesla, Nvidia, and Alphabet, and others of the life, Meta, etc. But small cap stocks such as ChargePoint and SoFi have had problems breaking out, part of the Russell 2000. So again, those were some opportunities. Ford being down 3%, Tesla being slightly down, and ChargePoint down 1.53%. So those were the opportunities. But again, the winner stock today was Nvidia shares. Nvidia shares up 24% after hours for a gain of $295. So that was my top stock of the day. Again, remember, we have the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling is looming. Republicans and Democrats have not been able to sign a deal. Also, we did have the presidential race announcement by Ron DeSantis. It looks like he announced his presidency on Twitter. Okay, so that looks like there were some glitches there, but Ron DeSantis did announce his presidential candidacy in 2024. That's the current governor of Florida, and he's been actually battling with Mr. Iger of Disney. Okay, but again, the top stock of the day, Nvidia shares spiking over 26% after hours, after Jason Wong talking about the new artificial intelligence chips and the cloud and several partners. Jason Wong forecasting a great future for the artificial intelligence company. So that was the news. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please like, share.